Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we're going to do the detailed review of the Lumia 640XL. So Microsoft announced the Lumia 640 as well as the 640XL at the Mobile World Congress early this year, and these two devices made it to India last month, and we already did the review of the 640. So 640XL is a bigger variant of the 640 with slightly better camera and battery life. So this has a bigger 5.7-inch HD display powered by the same Snapdragon 400 quad-core processor with 1GB RAM. This has 3000 mAh battery, and this also has a 13 megapixel rear camera with LED flash and a front 5 megapixel camera. So that was the spec aspect of this device. This runs Windows Phone 8.1. So now let's go into the detailed aspect of this device. So first up, let's see the design and build quality of the Lumia 640XL. So the 640XL has the same design language as that of the 640. You can see here the sides of the device has a flat look, the edges have curved finishing, and the rear panel is also slightly curved to give the device a pretty good feel. And the overall build quality of the device is really good, just like the 640. The 640XL also comes in matte as well as glossy finishing, and we have the black variant which has a matte finishing. So overall the device looks really good in hands. Even though this is a big device, this is ideally a phablet, it's pretty good in hands and pretty solid device in terms of the overall build quality, and we're pretty impressed with the overall quality of the device. Now on the hardware buttons, you can see the power and the volume keys are on the right side, the 3.5mm audio jack, and you also have the micro USB charging slot. The rear panel has the 13 megapixel camera, the flash, and also the speakers and the Microsoft logo. So you can see the camera lens has a slight projection on the rear panel. So that is the design aspect. Now moving on to the display, this comes with a 5.7-inch IPS LCD display which has a resolution of 1280 by 720. So this is exactly the same display what we saw on the 640. But having said that, since this has a bigger display, the pixels per inch is lower than what you saw on the 640, and this clearly shows up. The display isn't as vibrant as the 640, but still pretty good because this has the clear black technology from Microsoft, and this does look pretty good. The sunlight readability is also pretty good, but we would say the 640 has a slightly better display because of the smaller screen size and better pixels per inch ratio. So that was the display aspect. The touch response is pretty good, there is no issues, and you can also see the 3 navigational buttons which are on screen instead of the touch buttons which we saw on previous Windows phones. So that is the display aspect. The viewing angles are also pretty good because it has an IPS LCD panel. So again, overall the display is pretty decent, although not the best in this category because we are seeing even full HD display in this category. Now moving on to the software and performance, this runs Windows Phone 8.1, and with this the recent update, Microsoft has added a lot of features. You can see the notification center, there is a storage sense, Wi-Fi sense, and whole lot of new apps included. And this also has the latest update, that's denim update, Windows Phone 8.1 update 2, and you can see this update brings in a lot of features. And if you see the settings menu, you can see they are now grouped according to the category like network and wireless, personalizations, account, system, time and language. So these are some of the options available, and this does have a pretty good amount of options as well, and this comes with support for NFC as well. And you can see this device also has features like double tap to wake. There is also this feature called glance screen, again that is called plus SMS filter. There is also motion data. If you look to use this phone as a health and fitness app, it can collect the motion data and connect to apps like Bing Health and Fitness. So again, that's another option available. Then this device also comes with pretty good feature set, and the performance with the Snapdragon 400 quad-core processor with 1GB RAM is pretty good. There is 8GB internal storage, out of which around 4 to 4.5GB is available in the first boot, and you can also expand the storage via micro SD card. And remember, Windows Phone can install apps on the SD card, so that's really good feature. So overall the performance is pretty good. There is multitasking as well, so that is also pretty good, useful. And the overall performance is lag free and pretty good in terms of the overall software and experience. But the app ecosystem is still catching up with Android. A lot of apps are still missing on the Play App Store. So overall, if you're not really bothered about too many apps, the basic ones are obviously available on the Windows Phone Store as well. So this is pretty good in terms of software and performance. Now moving on to the camera on this device. So this device sports a 30 megapixel rear camera with LED flash, and you can see the camera interface is now the default Lumia camera. So as we said before, this is one of the best camera apps around. This has a really beautiful interface, the radial interface. You can control almost every aspect of the camera, and the camera does offer a lot of features, and this 13 megapixel camera can take pretty good shots. So we have taken photos in daylight and also low light mode. In the daylight you can see some of the photos taken. They have pretty good color reproduction, they have pretty good detailing as well. They come really good in terms of the overall clarity, and the photos, even the macro shots or the close-up shots have come pretty good. So all in all, the daylight shots taken with this 13 megapixel camera really stands out, and we can say this is better than the 8 megapixel found on the 640. Now talking about the low light ability, this is where the camera slightly disappoints, because the Lumia cameras are known for great low light abilities, be it the Lumia 730 or the 830. So the 640XL does not have that ability, but with adequate lighting the camera does work pretty good. There is a decent amount of detailing, but they are not really as rich as the daylight shots, and also not better than the Lumia 730, which only had a 6.7 megapixel camera. So the low light abilities were not really that good, but with the adequate lighting it was pretty decent. The flash worked pretty well, and it can light up the object pretty good, so that is one good thing. And this device can record videos in 1080p, and again the video sample was pretty good. There was again detailing, and pretty much good when compared to the competition. There is also 5 megapixel front facing camera, and this camera is pretty good for selfies, because we already talked about the 5 megapixel on the 730. So this Lumia selfie app can capture pretty decent shots with a front 5 megapixel camera, and they're good for video calls as well as selfies. Now finally talking about the battery performance. So this device has a 3000 mAh massive battery, and just like the Lumia 1320, which was the previous budget phablet, or rather the mid-range phablet, this device also performs really well. In our test we ran multiple apps at the same time, like Facebook, Twitter, email accounts configured, and few other social networking apps like Instagram running in the background. We could get more than 1.5 days of battery life. That's really good battery performance from the Lumia 640. So even if you're a heavy user, you can definitely get more than a day of usage with the Lumia 640XL. So the battery performance is really good, and lives up to the expectation of most of the users when you talk about the battery performance. So that was the review of the 640XL. So we talked about the design, build quality, the display, the software, the performance side, the camera, and also the battery life. So is this device worth the buy? So that's a bigger question. So if you're looking for a phablet, there are lots of options available right now, including Asus Zenfone 2, which is almost priced in the same category and offers better RAM and also better processor and also full HD display. So the pricing is slightly higher. So we think the pricing of 15,700, 999 a bit higher on this device. Ideally we would have expected a pricing of around 12 to 13k, but the pricing we would say is slightly higher. But still then this is an overall good device if you're looking for phablet, or if you're not really looking into phablet category and still want a Windows Phone, we would suggest the Lumia 730 or the Lumia 640. So that was a detailed review of the Lumia 640XL. Hope you liked this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with the queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.